It's the Freestyle Universe radio show on EmberRadioLive.com.
Hello, 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 lovies. I am back. Welcome to another fun, fabulous, sexy episode of Freestyle Universe. Like I always tell you, you're in for a wonderful treat. I'm with my buddy, my partner, my sister from another mister, my brother from another mother, Swin Fontanelle.
And she's cutting it out.
Oh, really?
No, baby, it's all right. It's all good. We're just glad that you're back, Delicious. It's so wonderful that you could join us, my love. What
I
are
know.
you up to, my dear? Huh?
You know me and my mommy duties. I'm getting rid of the brats one by one. 2 are now ready for college. 1 more to kick the hell out the door.
Oh, what are you going to do with yourself?
I already told Kiana that her room is going to be a gym. And, let me see. Probably get into stuff that will probably be illegal soon. Let me stop.
Do tell.
I would talk about this when we're alone, honey.
Well,
But you know, watching my babies graduate and helping Naisha got her first apartment now. She's off campus. So, you know, shopping, stuff for her new apartment, and then getting Kiana ready to go to college. Her graduation was absolutely amazing. We had a great time. And what else? I'm redecorating my gorgeous apartment. It's almost done. And I've been working a lot and slowly getting back into the comedy game. Have 2 shows this month. And, you know, readjusting to dating life, trying to feel it out. See if I could find somebody in Mr. Special sometime soon. And that's pretty much about it. I missed you guys
think
too.
dollar sign.
At this point, I'm ready to think not crazy.
Hey, remember, if you hit the jackpot, you come with a partner, a little brother.
Yes. Yes.
For a package deal.
Yes, we are, honey. That is for sure.
Well, it's been summertime. I know you've been busy. I've missed you so much. I'm tired of talking to myself. Well, not talking to myself, talking to the audience, but by myself. And
oh, you don't ever do anything by yourself. Stop it.
Stop it right now. You're going to spill all the beans.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it is summer. And
Mm-hmm.
I think of summer. I think of the summertime girl. And you know who that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, No Sada. No Sada had that wonderful first album. And on it was a track that's not so well known, but she did have a music video for. And we're going to play that one right now. Here's No Sada with Tell You So. That was Little Joanna with Take Me in Your Arms Again. Kind of a continuation of Lil Susie's Take Me in Your Arms. She's off the High Power Records family as well. After Lil Susie left the family, Tony Garcia, of course, came up with the wonderful Little Joanna, who had a fantastic album. If you ever get a chance to get your hands on that, please do. Every track on it is a diamond. And speaking of diamond, after Little Joanna, he had somebody else, another little girl, which is Little Diamante, who also is known in the freestyle world as Diamante. She went on to do stuff outside of the High Power Records family. But a lot of wonderful tracks always coming out of that High Power Records group. And Delicious, I was thinking, because it is summertime, and I don't deal with the heat and everything, but
I love the heat.
I know you do.
I love it hot, baby.
You better stop it. But I'm thinking summertime is so much different from when I was a kid to when I'm now as an adult. When you're a kid, could you remember when you were a kid? Summertime, this was like forever. You could play with all your friends. You didn't have to go to school. No responsibility. All that.
I remember hanging out in the fire hydrants to keep cool. Now you get a fine if you turn on the fire hydrant. It's crazy. Well, I remember always being in the streets.
Yeah. Having fun with your friends, right?
Yep. When I wasn't punished, because, I was a problem child.
I can believe that.
I spent most of my childhood summers punished, but watching everybody else have fun. But the few times that I did, it was cool.
Well, I was lucky. Moms worked, and so did, all the adults worked. So I was out there running around and having a good time. But I think now in summertime to me is so much different. It's like, waiting on the hot platform for the train, which is crowded. All the people with the open-toe shoes and flip-flops and everything.
Well, it's only if they don't take care of their paws, because I take care of my feet. So, not everyone is like that, dearie.
Yes, there could be, we should need to donate lotion and people need a few people I think need some pedicures and whatnot.
Oh my goodness.
Please hide those, what is it?
Snaggle toes?
The bunions. The bunions. Oh, Lord have mercy. But summertime is just such a different thing when you're a working person and you're hot. But we're not complaining because summertime there's still something in the air in summer as opposed to the rest of the year that you just kind of feel like it's casual. It's more casual. Even now as an adult, I think there's something in the atmosphere. And I notice a lot of people will leave work real early. If you haven't noticed this, it's like all these early bird days on in the summertime. So maybe it's because the kids are out and they gotta go corral them or whatever, but let's enjoy the summer. Let's reminisce. And here's a summertime song by a wonderful lady out of the West Coast. Here's Sharon Messerman with Love Divine.
wishes come true. Because you chose me. Place your hand on my love, 'cause it's all divine, divine love. Ooh, yeah, yeah, I just can't get enough of your love. Ooh, yeah, yeah, I just can't get enough of your wishes come true.
know we keep on continuing with all this great freestyle summertime music. D,
What? No, what do I know?
You and I are kind of on again, off again, social media people. We really don't have, we're not really glued to it. I know I'm not.
I think when we first started, I'm so over the social media. I'm done with it.
I just don't find that I have a lot of time for it necessarily.
Amen. Neither do I.
And then we both have so many people on our social media. It's just like,
social media is a job.
Yeah.
When I'm striking rich, somebody else is gonna take care of it for me because it's a wrap. I don't have time for it at all.
And you kind of you want to feel like you didn't not see somebody's post, because people act like, because you're friends and everything like that, you're supposed to see everything they post, but out of 5,000 something people or whatever, how can you see everybody's stuff all the time? And I find that people will bring stuff up and like you was really supposed to know it, and they kind of looking at you like, but you don't know.
Oh yeah, you do that to me often.
How dare you?
Yes, you do, because you're like, I said something, I'm like, oh, I didn't see it, my bad. You do that to me very often. But
we're talking about other people.
I understand, I do.
But what I was getting to is that I notice sometimes, and I know that we're in an age now, especially with us dealing with so many friends and family and associates and everything on the social media, that sometimes when you write something or whatever like that, you have to kind of remember the audience that's out there, and you got to kind of make sure that you're not misread, because it's so easy for somebody to put something in their head about what you posted, and it could be totally like 1,000 miles away from what you really meant, because people read everything in a different way. I personally try to keep everything very light, but I do sometimes kind of read stuff, and then and I think to myself, do they mean it this way, or do they mean it that way? Or, because you could easily offend a whole lot of people, without really knowing. And then do you have to go back and apologize or try to, make yourself like, hey, I really meant it like that. Have to do this whole thing of smoothing out feelings and everything. It's kind of like, oh gosh. That's why I just really try to keep mine as light as possible. Mm-hmm. But I have been known when it comes to some people that I have some kind of relationship with, to kind of go in there and maybe question something, a little adamantly.
Aha. Yeah, I don't get into none of that anymore. I don't have time for it. I could read stuff. Like every now and then when I do go on, I'll scroll through the news feed and I'll see something that might push my button. But then I choose not to say anything just because I'm not in the mood or have the time to keep going back and forth and feeling like I got to defend my statement. Which happened to me recently on a certain page that a certain artist tagged me in, that I felt like since no one else was responding to it, I, as Delicious Freestyle Universe POE, had to respond because I felt like no one was stepping up to the plate. What a big mistake. It's like 2 weeks. They're still going back and forth. I had to end the notifications, tell everybody to leave me alone, and all I did was leave 2 comments. And it's like 300 comments long. So, yeah, I don't have time for any of it. I don't respond much to anyone's things anymore because I don't have time to go back and have to answer. I think if you got something to say to me, pick up the phone. If you can catch me, call me. If not, send me a text. And when I'm laying down at bed late at night and I'm like ready to fall asleep, I respond to everybody. That's just the way it is. Or very early in the morning when I'm free. But that's it. I can't. I don't have any more energy or time to answer. I wish I could.
Fortunately for us, though, we're living this highfalutin freestyle life that We're as happy as can be, and we have no troubles in the world whatsoever.
Oh, honey, I do not have any troubles either. I am trouble-free, crazy-free, and just free.
And we're so excited about tonight's guest, who will be on a little bit later, the wonderful Toga. So we are going to warm you up with a little taste of Toga. Here is Toga Without You. once again, that track, well, the track we just played after the track we had before that was Without You, and then the following song was All Alone, both by the wonderful Toga, who we will have on the show momentarily. We're very excited about Toga. This is one that Delicious actually
because
has.
We've been chasing this one down for a couple of years now. So it goes to show you how busy this man is, and we so appreciate the fact that he's going to take some time out for us at Freestyle Universe, Ember Radio Live, and the fans. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's not that often that you really push for somebody to be on the show, and you actually pushed them.
No, we were like stalkers. Don't say me. We both were.
But it was really, you were really super psyched about this, and you had brought it up in one of our sessions about when we were thinking about who we wanted to have on the show, and you brought him up for the one time.
Yeah, definitely. We've been trying, it's been a couple of years that we've been trying to get him on the show. He's been so busy with all the things he's got going on in his life and his beautiful wife, and it's just like, oh my goodness, how time flies,
Exactly. Well, one thing else that I'm super excited about is something that I proposed for us and our wonderful producer, Pablo, coming in November, since Charlie Rock has announced that there will be a third annual Freestyle Honors Award show in Miami, Florida, on Saturday, November 14th. It looks like, we may just be heading over there to enjoy this wonderful celebration, and hopefully they'll kind of weave us in there.
My heart, Miami, yes.
Well, on last year's award show, they had India and Tony Moran and literally Love. So many people in the show that were amazing. So I just can't see how they're going to top it this year. Maybe they'll have Mark Anthony. Who knows? But
you just shut me up.
But I would love to be a part of it. So I'm going to put that out there to Charlie Rock that we are trying to make it out there, see if he wants to incorporate the wonderful Freestyle Universe radio show on Ember Radio Live into his production, because I think that, we're a little substantial. I think we've done our homework, and we've become kind of known.
Honey, nobody does it better.
Well, that's on other things, but we're also good at the radio show, too. Right now, we're going to go into another Toga track, and when we get back, we are going to be with the man himself, Toga. So here's Toga with If You Could Be Mine.
You
that last track, of course, was the wonderful Toga, who I promised you would be here with us. We've been tracking this guy down for years. Our dream has come true. That track was
yes,
and now he's ours.
yes.
Thank you guys for having me on here, and thank you for all you're doing to the freestyle community. And you guys are kicking butt. I see you all over.
Oh, thanks, man. It was about time we got you here, though. I felt like me and Twins were becoming your little internet stalkers all of a sudden.
I know, it's been so crazy. Like, we've been busy, and plus I'm on the West Coast, you guys are on the East Coast, and I don't wake up till like 7 o'clock, Western time, so it's like 10 o'clock your time.
Oh, so that explains maybe I've been calling you a little too early.
Yes. Creative people,
sorry.
we gotta sleep all day, and we gotta wake up in the middle of the night and work on stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we were determined, that was for sure, because we want all our legends on the show, you know. So speaking about legends, I want to know how you got your start in the freestyle business.
Well, let's see. I'm going to say it was like 1985. I was in Florida. I was doing lots of music. Back then, there was no home studio, so everything you had to record in a studio. And I had a friend who was actually very technical for the time. His name was PJ. And he kind of said, look, man, you can do this, you can do that. And there was like this little Fostex 8-track that he had, you know, so we kind of set up a little studio. And we started recording a bunch of stuff that we were so happy, you know, we didn't have to go to a big studio. We could just do it all in our home studio. And then from there, we started getting some records out. And when I went to, you know, distributing the records, I went to one of the record pools, Bo Crane, I think it was, Florida Record Pool. And I ran into Stevie B, and I gave him a couple records. And he wasn't Stevie B back then. I think his group was Friday or something like that. And so anyway, he called me up and he said, oh my God, you know, where'd you get the snare drum? And I said, I made it. He said, what do you mean you made it? And I think back then we had a little Simmons drum and we had an 808 and we put them two together. So he really liked the snare on that. I think the record was called Action Reaction. It was by Bo Griffin, rest in peace, Bo. And she was a big DJ on Hot 105 in Florida. So I was basically doing lots of pop and dance music, but once I got with Stevie V, and his voice was so unique and everything, you know, it was so natural. It was unbelievable. Like, I can hit a bad note on the keyboard or anything. It's perfect for Stevie, you know, like, it was like unbelievable. So we quickly recorded a couple tracks. We didn't even know it's called freestyle. We didn't know anything. It was dance music back then, you know, and basically there was, I think, 3 or 4 people. There was Chris Barbosa, Rockin' and Rolling on the New York side. There was Luis Martinet, us, on the Florida side, you know. And we were just looking at it as dance music, and as this music started going out to the DJs, and next thing you know is, you know, it started just taking off, and New York was just, you know, I remember Stevie went to New York, he's like, you're not going to believe it. They love Part of Your Body. They love it. You're not going to believe it, you know. And it was really interesting. And then I went to New York, and I was like, I couldn't believe it, you know. It was just like amazing clubs, and people were just dancing till the morning hours, and you know, it was amazing times, you know. And I mean, the bass, you could feel the bass, and it was thumping, and you know. So once I got that experience more and more, and you know, of course, you hear lots of 808 stuff in my music, and because we were all about the bass and everything else, and it was amazing, you know, just dancing to it. And you could actually, you know, the DJs themselves were so incredible. I remember seeing Little Louie, you know, it was just amazing, the whole experience, you know. And that freestyle community, that time, it's frozen in my head like it's unbelievable, you know. I wish the whole world can experience what we experienced back then, you know.
Oh, yeah. So your first freestyle track was for the whole community was it Leave It All Behind, or?
Yeah. We did, I recorded a song called Leave It All Behind. I was actually trying to produce it on 2 girls at the time, but something happened, it didn't end up working out, and then I ended up doing it myself, and then we had a label, Steve and I, was called Midtown Records, and that's where we put out Part of Your Body ourselves, and that started taking off. So back then, music, you know, whatever you did, the DJs and everything were so helpful. We had an incredible behind the scenes, you know. The community itself was together, you know. You would give somebody a record, they would tell you the truth. It wasn't about ass kissing and stuff like that, excuse my language, you know.
Yeah.
It was all like, man, this track pumps, or, you know, turn this up and turn that up. Next thing you know is you got like mixes back, and there was stuff just but the community itself, and everything was jaw-dropping, you know. Whether TKA came out with a track or Cover Girls or any, you know, all this stuff was so amazing. I mean, every producer, every artist, I really respect all of them. And most of all, the fans and the DJs, you know, that really made this all possible. But to me, it was a total dream, you know?
Yeah.
Because I was in a studio all day and night and just doing music, but to see the reaction of what really is going on, to be a part of that experience was amazing. And then all the booking agents got involved, and, you know, New York radio and Miami radio, you know, it's unbelievable time. And you have to understand, if it wasn't for freestyle music, there would be no Jennifer Lopez on the radio. There would be no Ricky Martin on the radio, you know? When we used to take Stevie B records out, they were like, well, we don't know what this is, you know? We think it's R&B. So we're telling them, no, it's not R&B, you know?
Yeah.
And so they wouldn't put it under the regular, you know, section. So the record stores were just like rock and pop, and there was only basically the record pools that were underground and stuff. So freestyle was really a big part of the whole Latin music and whole, you know, you had all kinds of races and people and everywhere, and everybody enjoyed it, you know, and we broke it through. And when I say we, it's not just the artists, but it's the fans, it's the radio, talented DJs, and, you know, just everybody. And it's that community. It's just so hard to duplicate that again, you know?
Yeah, and you had a lot of association. Yeah, you had association with a lot of artists as well. Who are some of the artists that you worked with besides Stevie B?
I did Lanier, Standing on My Love. I did an album for them. I did, which was really good. I did Rake Well, Just Another Lover. I produced like over 700 songs, and I would say probably about 400 of them were really heavy dance stuff, you know? And maybe, you know, 70 or 80 of them did really good, you know? Most of them were CDB stuff, Spring Out 12 inches, you know, when we used to just sit there and do dub mixes and stuff like that, you know. One of them was, you know, I don't know if it got to New York, Ron. You know, there's a lot of stuff. It went to South America from Florida. Some stuff went to West Coast, and some stuff went to New York, you know. And also later on I did Days for Upstairs Records out there. They were very talented. I did Angelina for Upstairs as well, you know. It was just amazing. But somewhere down the line where stuff was becoming too manufactured, you know, and it kind of started getting all spread out and everything, and the unity was kind of like little fading away, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, and that was like, to me, and when you would see that and people were crossing over to pop, which is Sweet Sensation, Cover Girls, and then Stevie, and then Lanier, everything else. So of course, our lives lit up, you know, our eyes lit up from the, you know, from seeing, let me take that again. Our eyes lit up from seeing the money in the pop section, you know?
Uh-huh.
So, you know, freestyle, we didn't have big budgets. We didn't have all this stuff, you know? It was just basically, you know, mixes and stuff done by talented people, just sweat and tears all day long, you know, and going out and promoting it. So seeing the pop side of it and seeing it blowing up was really, really amazing, you know, and that was also good. But it also hurt a lot of the real underground sound that all of us had, you know, because there was always pressure to do more pop, you know?
Yeah. So,
I did Dream About You for Stevie B later on, you know, and we were convincing the label, we're like, well, this is a smash, you gotta put it out. I mean, There was 808 bass in there. It was unbelievable, you know. But we're trying to bring it back in '94. It always came back a little bit and went out, and a little bit, you know, it comes back in and goes out. But I mean, it's funny, I just talked to Stevie 2 days ago. You know, he just moved to Vegas again, and he's on the road. They have a huge show that's going to be here August 7th at the Orleans Arena, which is Freestyle Explosion. And it's so great to see that, you know, 10,000, 12,000 people are packing these arenas today, you know, 25 years later, however many years, you know. And I went to one of these shows. I was blown away. I mean, there's kids, you know, there's kids my age, and there's, you know, I mean, when I was at that age going into freestyle. So it's amazing seeing all the people that is supporting this, and they love it and they miss it. And, you know, it's just it brings back those memories from 1988, you know?
Yeah. So I have a few questions about you as an artist in particular. I know that you released, you know, a number of tracks as singles and whatnot. Why didn't you release a full-length album with just you, or is there unreleased tracks that you did?
What happened during, you know, me working with all these artists, I was doing lots of shows, and to me, when I started going out on stage, I liked it, but I liked it only for like 8 months, you know? Like, I love the studio. Like, you can't get me away from the studio, you know? And I love the stage, too. I love the interaction with the fans, but I figured that I'm more of a, you know, behind-the-scenes guy, you know? So, you know, I want to sit there and write more songs, and when you do shows, you're just doing the same song over and over every night. It's a different city, you know. I mean, Stevie is still doing the same thing every day, you know.
Yeah,
it's amazing. But 8 months later, I wanted to just write more. I wanted to produce more. And you know, as you know, when you're on the road, you kind of live in show mode. You know, you're living on the road, and you know, we went to Puerto Rico, L.A., New York, and you know, all these places within a 3-day period. You know, like. You don't have time to do anything, you know, and back then it was so big. You're going to the radio station, doing the meet and greets and everything else. So it was very difficult to, you know, not everybody can be an artist, you know. And I quickly realized, you know, I like singing, I like doing all this stuff, and I also like performing, but like to do it as full-time like Stevie does, and it's an amazing thing. It's very difficult, you know. You have to have a fresh show, you gotta have this, you gotta practice, and then when you do that, then you really don't do it. But I really love the music. I mean, I love sitting in the studio, cranking up the tracks as loud as it can go, and just dance, you know, by myself. You know? So that experience to me, I love it. And performing is amazing too. I mean, when you're performing in front of screaming people, you know, that's amazing too. But I don't think I could do it every single day, you know?
Well, were there unreleased tracks though?
Excuse me?
Were there unreleased Toga tracks that you...
We had, I mean, I had Loving Fool come out on Cutting. I had a couple other stuff, then, there's tons of stuff I have to probably go through. I mean, I just write. I write and I produce all the time, you know, and here's the thing, and also like people are like, hey, why don't you have a new record out? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? I'm like dying to do it. You know, I write songs every day, but it's so difficult to match with an artist these days. You know, everybody wants everything now, you know, and it's a whole different ballgame. So I never really quietly got the right artist to match up with. You know, of course, when I see Stevie, I mean, I can just hit the keyboard accidentally and it's the right note, you know, and he'll sing something and it's the right note. Like, it's naturally there where we don't have to force it, you know. With other artists or whatever, that chemistry has to be there, you know.
What was your association with the Maximum Freestyle compilations? I know that you have tracks on all of their compilations. How did that?
Yeah, back then, I mean, I did a lot of tracks, and there was a lot of labels popping up everywhere. A lot of friends, and they called up and they said, "Hey, we want to do this." And there's a lot of licensing deals we did. I did my own label a couple times, you know, trying to get things going. Basically, in the music industry, I was an artist, I produced, I wrote, plus I had my own label. So I played, you know, I did all sides of the game, you know, and all of it was great and all of it is amazing. I just happen to like behind the scenes of it. And again, when you're dealing with labels, they call up, whether it's Stump Records or Cutting or somebody, you know, they call up, or Tasmania, whoever it is, they, you know, they're like, hey, we want to do this, we want to do that. It's really exciting being behind the scenes, you know, and it really was back then. And, from licensing to working together, whether it's planning a show or whatever, you know.
Yes.
There was no major fighting. There was no, you know, there was nothing. You know, everybody was really cool, and it was all about the music, and it really was. And you could go to any club on Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and really, really have a good time, you know? So now, like, I mean, I live in Vegas, which these clubs are unbelievable, you know, and they have EDM and all this stuff, which basically has freestyle parts, you know, but it's not even close to that experience that we had. The experience we had was much greater, although we didn't have all these lasers and, you know, unbelievable staging and all this stuff, you know, the experience, freestyle experience was much, much grander, you know, than today's EDM, you know. But although EDM has cashed in and they're amazing and the shows are unbelievable, but freestyle was just, to me, it was a great experience, you know.
Well, they have a big resurgence with the freestyle, with Todd Terry doing his thing and Albert Cabrera getting back in the game, and a number of people really, really gunning and feeling that it's the time to bring it back. With that whole hoopla, are you feeling inspired to maybe get on that bandwagon?
I would love to, man. I would love to. I mean, I have beats that I make every day, and I always say to myself, oh, man, like, it's too Stevie B, you know? It sounds just like Stevie B, and I don't want to, like, and so I do stuff. Whenever I get inspired, I write and I produce and I do, you know, I do stuff. The label side of it, and as you know, music business is going through a lot of different things, but just to do songs and release stuff, and even, I mean, Todd Terry is so talented. All the talented producers of freestyle, I mean, every time there's a record coming out, I go to a record pool and get one. I was blown away, you know? And everybody was great, and they're all, like, rocking and rolling. So that, you know, I would love that to happen again. And, of course, I would participate. I think we're all doing our own stuff. It's just people aren't releasing it as much, you know? Probably waiting for the right artist or, you know, stuff like that.
Well,
you know?
Speaking of doing your own stuff, I know that you have another love, and that's photography.
Yes.
Tell us about that. You have a big photo shoot coming up with some legends that you had told me in a private conversation. So could you talk a little bit about that?
Yes. And I'm going to be August 8th, actually, right after the freestyle concert. The next day, I'm going to be shooting the cover girls, the original cover girls, first time ever, and which is going to be just amazing. I'm, like, so excited because I love the girls. I love their music. You know, and we did shows together way back in the day, but I never saw all four together. So this even has Sunshine, I believe, going back to the day. So it's going to be really amazing and have a lot of fun, you know. I mean, it's like those days we're all together, like Sweet Sensation and everything else. So it's a totally a different experience for us. And for me, photography is a way, like, you know, I can't afford to do big movies and big budgets, so photography to me is like a little mini movie, you know? The difference is I can get it done and I can release it, you know? Where when it's a movie, you need all these people, you need 20 people, you need 40 people, you need big budget. So with photography, we can actually do like a little mini thing and bring it out. So creatively, it is an amazing creative outlet, you know? And as a creative person, I always have to do something, you know? So it's never been about the money. It's never was about the money, you know, although I always love saying, hey, if you got the cash, we got the smash, you know?
Oh, hello.
You got the cash, we got the smash. But the point is that it's never been about the money, you know, and any of these guys, we do music every day. We love it, you know, and we have to release this visions and, you know, the stuff we hear in our heads. So we do that all the time, you know? And I've been trying to do a lot of different stuff, and there are a lot of great, talented people out there, and I can't wait, like, to, you know, I just haven't been out there really searching and stuff, and, you know, so I just get, like, a couple people who's around, and we try to do a couple of things, and I'm like, well, you know what, I don't know if this person wants to go on the road, you know, I mean, being an artist, is a very difficult thing, you know? And I know everybody wants to be an artist, everybody wants to be a singer, everybody wants to be a star, but as you know, like in the 85, literally, Stevie B was in a van, you know, for 9 months straight, just going from station to station to station and, you know, playing from Naples, Florida to everywhere you can ever imagine, you know? To break the music, you have to support it, you know? And not every show was incredible like 1018 in New York, you know? It was difficult. It was in markets that nobody knew. That's how you introduce this stuff. And the newer artists, you know, they want to make their video, they want it on YouTube, and they want it to happen right now, you know? And
without
like,
the hard work.
like
Yeah, I
this,
understand.
you know?
Yes,
Huh?
the hard. They want to get there without the hard work.
Yeah, so, I mean, when you look at some of their success, they have so much success, but they look at it because their video didn't go viral today, so they stopped building, you know? So the thing is that anything great takes huge amounts of resistance. Nobody likes it in the beginning, you know? When we had Stevie B, I had almost every single promoter look me in the face and say, you will never get this on the radio. I said, why? They said, well, he's too old, he's this and he's that and he's blah, 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 whatever it was. But there was something magical about it, you know? But every time, it's always great resistance. Nobody ever took freestyle from the beginning. We ended up getting 100 ads, you know, all of a sudden we became rich. It's not like that, you know? It was incredible amounts of hard work. Almost every dollar we made from shows and everything went back into it, you know, constantly, you know? I mean, I think I became rich and poor like 4 times, 5 times in the process, you know? So one minute you have lots of money, next minute you're invested into the next act or whatever. But it was very, very hard work. It's not, and a lot of people think, hey man, I want to do a song, I just want my song out there and blah, 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 you know, and they try to do it, but literally that every single person, like Aldo at Cutting Records, I mean, the stuff that they did to support and help and push and print, you know, and it wasn't just like we make an MP3 and send it out. We have to make lacquer, you know, we made the master and then the lacquer, and then lacquer you made stampers, and then the stampers broke every 2012 inches, you know. You have to get a new stamper, you have to get labels, you know. It was a very, very, very hard process, and all of those people were so dedicated. It wasn't just, hey, we're selling your product and making all this money and screw you, you know? So now people just want to do it, and they just want to be paid right away, and they want all this stuff, and, you know, they want their song to be, you know, 60,000 views. Any act that has 3,000 views, are they going to go out and support their music? Are they going to go to a town that they don't know? Are they going to go on a stage getting booed and, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the type of stuff that all of us did, breaking this song and breaking this music. And it came from the fans in New York. It came from the fans in Miami and fans in San Jose, you know, in LA. And that basically took it over, and it gave birth, in my opinion, to Latin music, for Shakira's to come in, for all this other people to come in, you know? I mean, we had conversations in 1987 at radio stations, and they wouldn't play it because it was Latin, you know? They wouldn't, or Latin sounding, like stuff like that, you know? It was extremely crazy, you know? But we broke through it.
You know, I'm really glad that you said all this, and I hope that your words can inspire so many people out there and make them realize, you know, what it is that, you know, to persevere and to really, to if you believe in yourself and you go that good fight and stuff, if you got the worthwhile product, in the end, it is going to make it, you know? And,
yeah.
You know, the proof is in the pudding. Freestyle is something that has made such a big mark on so many, and you see that we're still going and filling up stadiums and all these venues and whatnot. And I thank you so much for being on with us.
We can't let him go without an acapella. I'm sorry.
Oh, and we also got to find out about his social media, how we can follow him.
Acapella. Oh boy.
Come on, I have to put you on the spot. Just a little something from the past.
Okay, something. What do you want me to, let's see. I've been waiting for someone like you in my life.
Yes.
Seems like I've been waiting for the longest time. Probably the wrong key and everything. I haven't sang that.
No, it sounded great. Thank you.
Anyway, so the
to
advantage to me was I was never a great singer, but I could produce. So I was able to put 6 of my voices together, and I loved it. I was like, oh, I love it, and I love the sound and everything else. So I became like almost technical, you know. And
that was
I
awesome.
thank everybody. And I mean, like, when I look at the Stevie stuff and I look at the fans, you know, how global it is, from Australia to Lebanon to Britain to, you know, everywhere, Brazil. And I mean, it's insane how big it is. And a lot of the companies, you know, are starting to realize, I mean, after this freestyle explosion, everybody's now, Live Nation's trying to partner up. Everybody's trying to partner up to get into this thing. And again, a lot of the young acts are missing. The newer stuff is missing. So I think a bunch of people have to get together and just bring stuff out, because it is alive and kicking. I mean, even in Las Vegas, August 8th, Orleans Arena is sold out, you know? It's
That's
unbelievable.
awesome. That is awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much for being part of my freaking young girl dream. That's what I gotta say. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of the fans that are listening right now will feel the same way when we hear one of your songs, when we hear your voice, like right now when you just sang. I got goosebumps. Why? Because that was a moment in my life where the bills weren't important. You know, I had the most fun friends in the world. I was living this amazing life, and I had a reason to dance. It was because of people like you. Right, Swin?
Oh, thank you so much.
Definitely.
I mean, believe me, everything, that experience, and we have to recreate that experience and show it to the new world and show it to the new kids and all these people and say, you know, they're never going to understand New York. Like, you know, this is so amazing. You know, New York, Florida, San Jose, all the places, you know. Chicago, just mind-blowing, all of it, you know. But again, it was It was all of our success. It was not just CVB. It was not just TKA. It was radio programmers, you know, amazing DJs everywhere, you know. So,
and it was the fans.
Yes, the fans. The fans are everything. I mean, you know, every day, and they're still keeping it alive. And what you guys are doing is so amazing, because it really brings back those special moments, you know. And I thank you so much.
Well, that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
That is exactly what we're trying to do.
Show. Whatever you guys do for me, I'm on your side. So thank you so much.
Well, Swins and I are going to go to Vegas just to get our pictures taken by you.
Well, I'm actually going to be there in December. I will be there in December, and I would love to meet up with you and take a picture with you, and, you know, have a drink. Real quick, before we let you go.
Oh, and your beautiful wife, by the way. Tell her that I'm a fan of hers too.
Yeah, she's amazing. She's amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. She's like learning about freestyle, so that, you know, she met me, she's like, what is freestyle, and what is this, and what is that? And so I have to, like, you know, a lot of times when I try to teach her, I'm like, oh, but it's like, it's so hard to tell somebody what it is.
Yeah, unless they experience it, it's really hard to. You had to be there and feel it and love it and live it. Right, Swin?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. And right now, speaking of feeling and loving and all that, you know, every time I bring up your name, people start singing a song. And the song in particular is the track we're going to play right now, Loving Full. I swear to you, I go to the Bronx, I go to Brooklyn, I go to anywhere. I say Toga, and where do they start singing? Loving Full.
Wow.
So we thank you, Toga, for being on with us. And right now we're going to play your wonderful, amazing, classic track that is loved by so many. Here is Toga with Loving Full. Thank you, Toga.
Thank you,
Toga.
Guys.
Thank you, New York. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
that last track was Toga. Don't know. It was so amazing having Toga on our show. I haven't seen Delicious this excited in a long time.
I know. I'm like, okay, finally, it happened. I'm smiling.
I know.
Happy.
No,
I want to know
excellent.
what's the next challenge. What's the next freestyle? And then the fact he sang, he did it. I got some acapella out of Toga.
Like a kid. She's like a kid in a candy store. What's this, huh? Well, we have a little bit more of season 5, maybe a show or two more.
Yes, I am.
Going on, and then we're going to take a little hiatus for a little while, and then we'll be coming back with season 6. Season 6, we're going to kind of try to, during the hiatus, we're going to kind of give a feel for ourselves, see what's working for us, and maybe see how we can make it more exciting. So that'll be coming up soon. But in the meantime, we will never be off the air, even though we'll have our little hiatus. We will have our fabulous reruns, and you can check us out on YouTube. We have almost all our 5 seasons of shows on YouTube. Please, keep on supporting and everything. But give us some feedback. We like to hear feedback. We're still going to keep on continuing with our DJ of the Week segment, which we haven't had on a little while. Please, DJ, send that out to Delicious Deliza. She, goes through all that, and she's going to keep on bringing us the best of the best.
deliciousme@gmail.com. Okay, spell it wrong, but it's still the right way. Put an S in the middle.
And you get tons of those submissions, don't you?
Yeah, I have so many from all around the world too. It's exciting,
So yeah, DJs keep doing that. Try to make them, what would you say, like 8 to 10 minutes long?
No, I say let them make it as long as they want. We will play at least, I think it was like 20 minutes we were playing, or 10 to 20 minutes.
And then
on the show, and the rest will go online where they can download it. Yeah, people can download it, listen to the full mix.
Excellent, and we will provide you with all that information. We will put that out there for you. Also, you people who are doing shows, or you have a website, freestyle, whatever it is, if it pertains to freestyle, if you could put together an audio commercial, not too lengthy, but, gives a little blurb of whatever you're about, hopefully, nice, professionally done. We will add that to our broadcast as well, because we are all about putting the word out about freestyle, and if you are supporting freestyle, we're supporting you. Right now, we're going to go into another fabulous Toga track. So, we give you, saturate you with Toga. Here's Toga with I Can't Go On.
You're the way you hold me, I think I am in love. Just give me one more chance, girl, I tell you what's on my mind. I know what you say, I know what you do. Our love is so strong, I can't lose you. Leave it all behind for you. Leave it all behind, leave it all behind, leave it all behind for you. Leave it all behind. You've been trying to tell me that from the start. Is it true when they say that I am your only guy? I know what you say, I know what you do. Our love is so strong, I can't lose you. Leave it all behind for you. Leave it all behind, leave it all behind, leave it all behind for you. Leave it all behind. behind, leave it all behind for you. a part of me, not a home or a dream, but reality. And I won't try to hide, I'll just let it show. I think that it's time you should know that you're the one that I adore. You're the one my heart beats for, and there's no place I'd rather be. 'Cause you are the one for me. You're my one and only desire. You're the one who takes me higher, and there's no doubt you're over me. 'Cause you are the one for me. Cause now that I found what I'm searching for, there's no need to look for love anymore. And this feeling I have is so deep inside. I know it can only be right that you're the one that I adore. You're the one my heart beats for, and there's no place I'd rather be. 'Cause you are the one for me. You're my one and only desire. You're the one who takes me higher, and there's no doubt you're over me. 'Cause you are the one for me. You're the one that I adore. You're the one my heart beats for.
That was TK, You Are One. And let me tell you, the other night, I don't know if you noticed this one, the other night I was playing my old vinyls, and like I kept putting the songs up on Instagram, like recording, like 15 seconds or something like that. And one of them was a TK album, and I tagged Tony and AB in it. And AB sends me a message. He's like, "Girl, thank you for the support, everything." And I was in my living room alone with the music blasting. I was singing so loud that I hurt my throat. Like, literally. Yeah, thanks, TK. That's what I get for singing these songs, because I can't sing to save my life. But it was a great memory. Like, constantly reminding me this how TK is where my love affair with freestyle started.
Well,
So
I
much
was
fun
in
to
my
listen
living
to.
room the other night, and so I hurt my throat too. And
No! No!
why do you all magically have to think that it's something naughty? Huh? I don't understand. I just don't understand where that comes from.
Bring this back to
I'm sure mine was freestyle.
And-
I was freestyling it.
Oh, my-
Trust me on that. I was really freestyling.
You were freestyling it away. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm done. That's it.
Yeah, well, it's the time of the night that we have to say goodbye until next week.
Ciao.
She's just ready
Yes.
to go.
I had so much fun. Thank you to everyone that tuned in tonight. Thank you, of course, to Ember Radio Live, our producer Pablo, DJ Smoke. Thank you, Swin, the fans, especially Toga for finally coming up on Freestyle Universe and, sharing his memories and his love affair with freestyle music and how his little classics came to be, giving us all these great memories. Right, Swins?
Of course, my love. And give the fans what they've been waiting for, because they haven't heard from you in a while. Send us out with your delicious love, my baby.
So do not forget, DJs, if you have a freestyle mix, go ahead. If you have to find me on Facebook, Delicious Rodriguez, or at Gmail, deliciousme, DELISIOUS me, at gmail.com. Send me your mix. Don't forget to listen to all the shows going on right here on Ember Radio Live throughout the week, all day and night. mix for some of the greatest DJs in New York, New Jersey, around the world. You can't miss it. Make sure you tune in. And we are here every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll see you then. Bye-bye, lovies. Mwah.